Banzerevich.
No, we're not gonna die.
You're definitely not going to die.
Again.
That will not happen again.
Not like last time.
I think my dad was 14th time, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you die like 5 times.
You die like every time.
I die every session.
Almost.
Not last.
Not the last one or the one before that or the one before that. But the one before that, you might.
Yeah.
That's the one time thing.
Got 2 minutes until
Yeah.
official
Not
stream
last
launch.
I think my dad was
I need all
14th
these
time.
pieces.
Bro, you die like
You die like every time.
die every session.
Oh, more.
Not last.
No.
I need
Not the
at
last
least
one or the
10.
one before that or the one before.
That means we're going into the second of our RPGs versus AD sessions. All the way over here, I'm Glen Finney, your game master, dressed as Strahd Banzerevich. Thank you very much for all of the donations thus far. And I have with me a table going into the second 6 of our RPGs who have been playing D, good old-fashioned. All the way over here, I'm Glen Finney, your game master, dressed as Strahd Banzerevich. Thank you very much for all of the donations thus far. And I'm including here my son and my fiance's son and their friends who have been very diligent and very willing to help. Yeah, everyone, right? To help us to raise money for RPGs versus AD. So for those of you who may be joining the stream, maybe because you want to support one of these guys and don't know as much about it, this is part of our kickoff for the longest day fundraiser, RPGs versus AD. This is through the Alzheimer's Association. There is a link that you can give at the donation page, both to support the cause and to help have fun things happen during the game. The higher the donation totals go, the more interesting things might happen. And just to catch you up on this adventure, basically, Curse of Strahd is sort of D&D's answer to Dracula. And these guys play a variety of characters who actually have gotten up to higher levels in the game, and had already a lot of adventures in the somewhat depressed valley of Barovia, and have had to address many different opponents in doing so. And I'm just going to take a look here at their character sheets, see where they're at. Actually, you guys are all the way up to 12th level.
No.
Yeah. Do you have your 12th level sheets?
No.
I don't. I have the 10.
I have 10.
All right. Well, the first exciting thing is we're going to send them their sheets, and by that I mean I'm going to send that to you, Robbie.
Roberto.
Full name, guys. Full name.
Full name, address.
So anyway, I will get those sent to you. And just so you folks know, basically, they've had a lot of adventures in this world, and have already had a few encounters with the vampire, Strahd Banzerevich, or as he is sometimes known. And
I made that name.
I like Todd.
they totally like Todd. And let's just say, if any of you have played Baldur's Gate 3, this may be the Dark Desire path. That's all I'm saying. But yes, that may be our next live stream. There you go. But the other thing I will tell you is that their last session, they had come into possession of an artifact, the Tome of Strahd. And actually inspired by my game master who ran me through Curse of Strahd and played in our first kickoff session, Dan Pepperman. They had basically where they were flashed back into time to see the life of Strahd von Zarovich growing up from childhood, fighting the Order of the Silver Dragon, building Ravenloft. And in their case, they left off seeing themselves, their younger versions, entering a certain house of death in the village of Barovia, where they started their adventures. And they realized that Rod von Zarovich had known about them and what they were doing all the time. And they are now coming out of the, if you will, the sort of haze that they were in as they traveled through time and history, finding themselves in a dark place, the remains of the old Order of the Silver Dragons headquarters, known as Argenbus, where recently there had been a murder. But now a certain dusk elf had been was wounded and had been killed. Like I said, this was a dark. It was definitely a dark time that was taken.
I don't know who did that.
And now
Not by any finger.
these adventurers do have to find their way. I'm going to ask one of our players, Lord Richard, to introduce his character. Little, if you want anything about yourself that you want to just share with the audience, keep it non-identified. And I'm going to charge you with keeping an eye on our Discord chat, just to make sure from time to time that if anything's said that we respond. Okay, so take it away,
Lord. Turn to it.
if you'd like.
Yeah, you're
It's such a struggle.
I'm Lord Richard. I'm a paladin, and I have a demon arm.
You do. The demon arm of Izek Stranzi, who they slew, and basically it has now connected with Lord Richard, who has also suffered a series of unfortunate events in his adventuring, but at least he got a demon arm. So next, you want to tell us about your character?
Alright. I'm the Faja. I'm a necromancer. I'm a skeleton. Bring back the dead. I'm an owl. Very fast. About it.
Very good. That's what necromancers do. All right, over to our next player. Tell us about your character.
I'm Alfredo Joe. I'm a ranger. I used to be human, but I was crushed by a tower and killed, and so now I'm undead.
And let your card put
Yeah. Yeah, fun trivia fact. Our first session, kickoff session for RPGs versus AD, went to the self-same tower that these guys had their unfortunate accident in. We're not electrified. The tower did not fall down.
Blow up that tower.
That's kind of
The yeah,
Touched it so much.
the
I just kept touching it.
the carriage did not explode. So definitely, it's very replayable. The Curse of Strahd. You never know what's going to happen. So next up,
My character is named Rajamanda Hamabana. He's basically a hyperactive Elmo that controls fire.
what does this say, Richard?
No, that's my cousin. You do not call me.
Okay, well, let's move on.
My name is Sturge, and I like to hide.
Yes.
That's really all you need to know. I've never seen him before.
You've seen that guy? You tell me, is there more to it?
He's extremely stealthy, so much so for most of the game, you don't know he's there until he sneak attacks someone.
I really thought his name was Scourge.
Yeah,
We all did.
his party doesn't even know his name.
Exactly.
I don't even know what he looks like.
I think it's sorry.
He's a bird.
He's a bird?
Yeah,
I told you.
I am a girl.
He's a ring. All right, let's see if I've got all of your character sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm missing just Alfredo. That's what I need. Let's get Alfredo.
Did you do your introduction?
Me?
No.
This way.
You gotta do your
I'm a
introduction.
paladin.
Nobody knows who you are. Yeah, say your name, Brent.
I'm Robbie. I'm a paladin.
No,
You're getting there, guys. You all got introduced. I got introduced.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I play Fabio Escalante Garcia's Jr. And I have a lighting here.
He does indeed.
I know I'm working on it.
Fabio Escalante. He sent me a picture of Elmo.
That's because it's at the top, so when I copy it, it's because that's you.
Me, so that's our introductions. I am going to take a brief break to check something over here for us on the live stream.
Oh, I get 6.
Yeah.
I have 6 level fire.
And you
say you're at
replug that in.
I
Thank
really
you.
say whatever you want.
Fire Elmo, tickle me embers. Yep, I love it. Yep, that's Tabletop Phoenix. We have a lot of fire lovers in the group. So
me.
Tabletop Phoenix, if you can confirm that the YouTube live stream is on, because I just wanted to double check. Okay, very good. I am having trouble getting to see it. Same link, right? We'll just double check that. Yeah, okay. So we need a new link. Okay.
You much tiny hut.
Leoman.
Wait, are you guys on the actual stream? That's a spell.
Very good.
Here on
That is us. But please kill the sound so it doesn't reverb. Just gonna forward that to
in the chat. Oh my god, my heart is in the chat. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it.
Oh, is that-
I'll do that.
All right. Do me one last favor, Tabletop Phoenix, while we're getting this set up. If you could send that link as a DM to me, I'd appreciate it. And we're going to get back into session. Right. Roll over here. All right.
Robbie, did you say my character sheet?
So you should now. Thank you. There we go. Put your over to that link. Oh, there we go. I can see myself walking around. It's a lovely thing. We are-
I can pull it up on the
Yeah,
second
this is
monitor
quite
so we always see it.
I think we're good. It's up to you, but I think we're good. All right. So you all are in the ruins of Argynvost. You have just recovered from your stupor induced by the tome of Strahd. You have just seen yourselves just before this entering the death house Strahd has known all along. It was Strahd all along.
No boy, no.
So what are you guys gonna do?
We apologize.
Can I?
I usually definitely do.
You definitely can hide.
Am I hidden?
You could. You're
you
serious.
hidden?
Of course you're hidden.
Where are you hidden?
What did you get?
I rolled a 17.
And what's your total?
I don't remember. It's like probably 27.
Could be.
Not like 86. Probably 70. It's probably more like 30.
You know, he's up to a dexterity of 20 and he's got expertise in stealth, so you can do the math.
It's enough.
It is definitely enough.
You don't even have to roll anymore.
That is very true.
Fun though.
All right. And so you're hidden. You're questioning whether you should apologize to Strahd.
No.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Yeah.
We should. We definitely should.
I was about to say, do you not like Johnny?
We should apologize.
I'll apologize with you.
We judge the book by its cover.
I-
You gotta have-
That's a very bad thing.
I think we should say his real name to make it.
Now.
Oh, no.
Ooh, wait, this is gonna help me so
But then how are we supposed to apologize? Sorry, Todd.
Now,
That's not his real name.
I will remind you, before you slipped into the stupor caused by the Tome of Strahd, you had an encounter with Strahd von Zarevich, where you basically reduced him to mist. So you have a lot to apologize for.
I forgot about that.
Me too. I'm not good. We don't.
But like
It was close.
You know what, Lord Richard?
Yeah.
Why don't you make for me
Okay.
an intelligence arcana check?
We're dying.
that's invisible.
RPU. Oh,
You're like
completely opposite. Pretty soon he has
I
-1.
think I minus one down to.
I do.
It's like this is wow, you're so dumb.
He also -1.
I got 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I do that.
What, you got a -3?
I mean,
3.
Oh,
I mean, how do people come back from being misted? I don't know. All right. You do have the black carriage may still be out front. You could ride it back to Castle Ravenloft.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we do that.
We do that.
Let's go.
We like jump in.
Oh,
All right. So you guys jump back into the black carriage, and as you do, the speed of the carriage becomes rapid. You see the dark forests and mists of Barovia turning into a blur as this carriage transports you across the lands, back up, passing, skirting the town of Valaki. You can almost imagine the concerned glances of the guards, although you do notice that still much of Valaki is half burned from the rioting that happened under the takeover by Lady Wachter and her cultists. As you go further past, you go over the rickety bridge over the pass, and before you is the towering edifice of Castle Ravenloft. You can see the pock marks in the ground where ages ago spikes and stakes were held up with the bodies of Strahd's enemies. You remember this Ravenloft being built as a homage to his mother on the ruins of a much more ancient castle. And the lights are on. Castle Ravenloft awaits your return.
That's how
Dude, he did.
I was there.
That's all. God here.
I thought he's here. I said it.
What are you gonna do?
We not.
Oh,
We should not first.
Yeah, Philly. Okay. He's not.
Knock, knock, knock.
Don't hold on, God.
You knock on the door.
We should not. No.
And you open, and the door is open.
There's
Rahadeen.
Yay, the
That guy that was.
that guy. The guy that
I would like all of you to make charisma saving. Oh, sorry. Let's make it wisdom saving. Wisdom saving. Yeah. Now, remember, you are all at the door. You have 2 paladins with you. What's your charisma?
I got +5.
What's your
Charisma.
charisma?
+5.
So remember, you all add that +5 to your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, so
44.
I got it.
Wait, we get a +5?
I got 22.
You got
In addition to whatever you
you
know.
get 0.
You gotta love having 2
21.
charismatic paladins.
That's your first wisdom, right?
What? Wisdom save.
I got 19.
Wisdom, yeah.
Would add 5.
Yep.
I did add 5.
That's
19
plus
with
your wisdom.
I got
I already added 5 plus my God. I rolled a 14, but I had 5, 19. And my wisdom is plus 0. So therefore, it's a 19. Yeah, we win.
I think I got 21.
22.
Well, you all hear the screams in your head of Rahadin's many hundreds, maybe thousands of victims over centuries of service to Strahd. But because of the power of Lord Richard and Fabio, the dark bardic paladin, you are unaffected.
Wait,
You.
No. Guys, I thought we already knew everything.
You're available.
Rahadin looks all of you up and down. You've come Have you come will be destroyed by my master?
No, we come to
Nah.
apologize.
No,
Not
thank you.
you.
Come to kill him. You come to apologize?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sending him back to his rest without a body?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's our bad.
Yeah. Not okay.
That is our bad. I didn't need it.
I mean, I'm sorry for that.
Sorry, I did not.
No, I wasn't actually doing that.
It's really.
I was kind of laying the ground.
If I had my way, would slay each every one of you as your friends watch.
Well, you know, we didn't do that.
Well, like,
Like when we
technically, yeah. Working with dice first, I think it'll watch.
If I had my way.
No.
But my lord, Strahd Banzerovich, would like to speak.
Sarcastic.
This was set up.
Follow me.
Nothing bad will happen. Why?
As the rain pours down on Castle Ravenloft and the wind wails. Yes, northeastern Pennsylvania often resembles.
How ironic is that? It's raining in the game and in the real life.
That's what ironic.
You are led up to the study that you fought.
Can I become paralyzed in this study again?
You never know.
It's like for men and you fall to the ground.
You see,
break your leg.
seated before the fire, Strahd Banzerovich, looking very much alive and intact. Although his clothes have changed. So, you have returned. And I can see by the look in your eyes, you know the truth. You know that I have summoned you. That you are here by my bidding. That nothing you do here is without purpose or me. This is my land, my realm, my bed. Lord Richard, you failed. You sought to slay me. Would you take my throne?
No, you're a great person.
Very convincing. Out of character,
Very
do
convincing.
you feel he's a great person?
No.
You would like a charisma deception.
You should have just said yes, Gabe. But I have good written. But can you lie?
Can you lie to a vampire lord? I think
Yeah.
My roll it's not.
You're right.
15.
15.
Good. You're done. You're gonna get obliterated. Well,
you know you don't think you go further.
you know you're a liar.
Well, you know what? Let's see how good a roll it is. Pretty good.
Pretty good roll, Gabe.
That dice also just.
But that didn't mean you
Well.
passed it.
At least you have learned to curb your tongue and respect. You, Fabio, I believe you've made some arrangements with my companion, Anastasia.
Yeah.
So, you all have yet to prove yourself. You have survived, at least. That is something. You even inconvenience. That is something that shows strength, if not wisdom. So, I have some tasks. You could return to Valaki. Lady Voctor is enthusiastic, but I fear she has not done well at storing water there. You could assist her. I hear she is a fan of yours. Of yours. Not so much yours. But if you would rather a greater challenge, something that would serve me and might increase your power if you survive.
I don't know something
Yeah.
like this anymore.
I don't wanna.
This is a good idea. We should do it.
You can do it by yourself.
Okay.
You could
What are we doing?
go to the Amber Temple.
What's that?
It is a place of great power. I believe your recently acquired knowledge gives you some insight. You may recall a younger version of reverse those halls where ancient practitioners thought they could hide but people with great will seek, and it rarely stays hidden. If you would dare, I could have my carriage take you there.
Please. Yeah.
As you
No,
can
no.
ride that seeking power there.
Let's think about.
I still don't know anything about this.
We go.
In the meantime, he snaps his fingers, and in a green velvet dress rides Arena,
We haven't seen her in so long.
looking very pale.
What's her real name?
Arena.
Tatiana. As you can see, Tatiana come to her senses. She sits beside him. You see the marks on her. She serves me now. She has come back.
Lucky.
You say you've been turned too.
You can choose to serve beside me, or you can die. Or there are fates worse.
Like.
Can you please give us a full encounter for us?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like a full list.
The first option.
I could always turn you over to Rahadin.
No,
Sure.
no, thank you.
Yeah, personally, he's not my.
The two most evil members of our party are the ones who are jumping to like do the.
What do you mean?
Well, Ryan.
No.
Yes, and you in particular, Defaja, you owe me more hope. If I expect in addition, that you will bring me back a book of power. You may find such in the Amber. But
You don't know him.
That's why
I don't touch books.
We can tell.
that's okay. That is for Defaja.
We know you don't touch books.
You have other obligations.
You're right.
So I hear you will seek out the Amber Temple.
Yes.
Very good. You may leave my sight.
Adios, mi amigo.
For what? Let's go.
I did not know that one.
No hablo español.
Truly, you don't. No. Anyway, Rahadin emerges again and escorts you back to the front of Ravenloft. You pass the hall with the gargoyles glaring at you. You pass the entry with the red dragons, particularly looking at you, Jama.
Oh, I wonder why.
Rahadin says, the coach will take you as far as Zelinka Pass. The rest you will have to make on foot. I would wish you good luck for my master's sake. Quite frankly, I have no goodwill for it. If you touch him again, it will kill you. And he slams the door in your face.
Gruesomely.
Rude. I hope we killed him before we killed Ron.
No.
Ron.
Yeah.
That was out of character.
That was
Oh, you wish it was.
Way out of character.
You
would never
The door to the black carriage creaks.
I run into the carriage.
Fabio,
I dash.
Fabio, he just left. And you accused his name. He's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like,
Just why? Why was that?
I was just here.
As our studio audience can tell, this is definitely a different approach to the adventure.
We're smart. We know what we're
Yeah.
doing. We know what we're doing, guys. Kind of.
So, as the coach
What are they saying,
begins
Gabe?
to go out, and
That much.
probably not, I wouldn't. And as you are flowing up into the mountains,
Every 5 minutes.
that's right. That is
My
his
job.
sentence. That's what you get for trying to slay Strahd.
I'm really focused on the game.
But I need that to focus.
The chat with the eye emoji.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
16s. What
All right, let's go.
16 people.
16.
16.
There you go.
Which I said,
16s. What could go wrong?
Exactly.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing could go.
what could go wrong?
Mainly,
No.
Nothing.
No.
mainly you guys.
Because we do have a studio audience. Let me ask this question. One by one, we're going to start here. What are you doing as you're taking this trip to prepare yourself for the Amber Challenge?
What's up?
Push-ups?
Bro,
You know what? Hey, I'm here for it. Give me a strength athletics check.
It's gonna break his arm. He'll go in swing.
he accidentally falls off the mountain. He accidentally falls off the mountain. He accidentally falls off the mountain.
That's right.
His massive muscles.
You're up. 5.
So I want you to describe for us just how badly trying
That's how
to
many
do
push-ups
push-ups in
you
a supernaturally swift carriage of darkness go.
Well, there's not a lot, first of all, there's not a lot of space, and everyone's crowded on top of each other, so it's very difficult. And I'm not that strong. Yes.
Yeah, maybe just a
Well, that explains the why, but what does it look like when you fail?
All my arm muscles are twitching, and I'm sorry, basically. Sorry.
Yes, I think so.
Can make you literally on.
Yeah, right.
I will keep that in mind.
The burn is good.
Literally make it.
The burn is good. No pain, no gain.
There you go.
No pain, no gain.
I didn't gain anything from that.
Deposit. What are you doing?
I'm taking that.
Okay, you're taking a short rest. You actually probably have time. It is even with the swiftness of this vehicle. It does take a bit.
nap.
And do you change out any of your cantrips during your short rest? You can get back to me on that. Lord Richard, how about you?
I'm probably gonna rest too.
Okay, short rest. That's very good. And and anything for Fabio?
I was gonna rest.
You guys rest.
I'm gonna rest. I want to take a little nap.
Okay.
We're resting.
And John?
I will. I can do one.
So most of the party falls asleep on the ride. Alfredo has basically caused a lot of lactic acid buildup in his muscles and feels the burn in a good way. And
Might as well not
Devanja
today.
is racking his brain like, what kind of cantrip could I use in this place? And how can I make it look spooky?
Yeah, no.
I just wanted to say, I just want to
Because
Anyway, let us proceed. And as you all feel it start to slow, you can feel an ice chill to the air. And it feels harder to breathe as the air here is thinner.
Still touch it.
I can't breathe anyways.
No, because that doesn't free. It's just you don't need to.
It's true. It's a very misnamed cantrip.
You're not.
Very misleading.
Very misleading.
What?
And
Josh is scared.
the gravel road hugs the mountain, a mount called Mount Gackus. Try to say that fast 3 times.
No.
You cross the Raven River at Crossroads,
Why you refuse?
shooting past the guard tower there, and a stone bridge that spans the Luna River. And
The open.
eventually,
You're fine.
you reach
You can move the.
a gatehouse. Are you okay? You reach
Yeah.
a gatehouse. The shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow here. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame.
It's like the draw.
On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. The gatehouse before you is about 30 feet high. The adjoining walls are about 20 feet high and lined with stone spikes. So, the carriage stops here. The door swings open. This is the end of the road as far as this carriage. So,
I'm going to walk. Okay, well we walk.
all right.
Brandis walk.
Very good. So you walk and you know that the way before you is the way you have to go. So how are you going to get past the gate?
Fireball.
No. Can we see if they're open?
They are not.
I'll climb them.
How big is the gate?
Knock on it.
Not
The
tall,
gate,
wide.
the gatehouse. Oh, how wide? Very good
Knock
question.
on it.
I would say it's let's see. It looks like it is at least 15 feet wide.
Can I fit through the bars?
You'd have to get closer to see.
Ben is small.
I got closer.
And it's
As you get within 10 feet, you hear a shrieking as the sound of metal on
trying not to
metal reaches your ear, and it rises on its own.
Oh, I run under it. No, don't run. I don't want to get crushed. Walk. You can walk it. I got it.
All right.
Yeah, I walk.
Very good.
Get crushed.
Okay, so that.
I'll go through it.
Okay. 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 Okay.
All right. So you run through it,
Yes.
and you run through the curtain of green filling.
No.
Yeah.
Only the gate.
Okay, you're through the gate, but there is still the curtain of green flame before you.
Get Alex through the gate.
Me, I can do the fire.
Yeah, can't you just like straight out go?
Get Alfredo through the gate and have him check for trap.
Can't Ben just like take fire and go?
Yeah,
You mean
Let Jen in May.
It's an illusion.
Yeah.
We should have someone should touch it.
Ben, he could just look.
I can control for this.
All right.
What if we all go
No.
Tatiana at 1, 2, 3?
No.
Bad idea.
All right. So you're going to use control flame.
Yes.
I will tell you, this normally would not be listed as something, but I think this is a very clever way to deal with it. So I'm going to allow you to make a spell check. Go ahead and it's gonna be your proficiency bonus plus your charisma bonus, which are both pretty high at this level, I believe. So there you go. So roll me a d20 and add an 8 to it.
Ooh. 22.
Describe what it looks like when you manage to, you can't suppress it, but you can control
So I just make a large enough area where we can just walk through.
What shape is the area?
Say, a gate kind of.
An arch.
An arch.
Very good. No, that would be you, Fabio, not Shama.
I'm thinking like Moses.
You're the love of
I don't.
Everyone's got their own way of controlling their magic. This is Shama.
I was actually thinking of turning
The
into-
arch is before you. You can pass through as long as the arch holds. Are you?
I run again.
Don't close on it.
The old moon right cast for playing.
I'm not.
I don't know if I-
yet.
You all go through the arch that Jaman has created.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Sure,
true.
why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Anything.
All right. As you pass through, how long do you hold the spell for?
So until we're all through.
They all go through and it snaps shut as you release it. And the iron portcullis drops down behind there, closing you off. Good.
Where? Yeah,
We'd like everyone to make a wisdom perception.
There's some perception. Oh, perception. We are.
Not good at that.
Yeah, I have perception.
Well, I do have perception.
Kill them one by two.
As good as a matter of
22.
all right.
What do I add for proficiency? That's my third.
Uh,
18? Guys, I've gotten 322s in a row.
13.
8.
15.
Nope. Yes, they
No.
Good try. Yes, they
All right. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So who had the lowest?
8.
What'd you get?
You are blissfully unaware. What was the next lowest?
13.
13. You feel a little.
25.
You ever get that feeling like you're being watched?
Yeah.
You get a little like the hairs on the back of your neck. Right. Who had the next lowest?
18.
18. Very good. You get the feeling you are being watched from maybe someplace above. Anyway, who has the next lowest? And what was yours? All right. I think you three are close enough. You realize that the eyes of these statues
Yo, guys, the eyes of the statues are following us.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
If we walk past
those statues, we're probably gonna get. Let's find it.
I'm gonna run again.
They're watching us. The towers are watching.
Wait, can't you just shoot them in the eye? I'm
Curious.
Maybe do that. You're gonna ring your
Okay,
bow.
you do got a little sword. So do you. You got or you got a bow.
Yeah, I fire
Probably throw your chapel at it.
Yeah, me and my stick.
I fireball.
Boost your disguise.
little bow.
Like this guy. Yeah, me and my
Yeah.
me and my needle
The
and
bow
thread.
do to a tower.
Disability blanket.
Visibility put right over it.
That's
how
how
very hair
Apply.
But like
Nobody's
opposite, so
typing.
every visible for it, you know.
Gotcha.
So you block over it, guys. That's what I'm trying to say.
Very good.
Out of 10.
That's
On
okay.
the YouTube.
Now they're telling people where they can donate.
Yeah, that's I'll say it.
Fortnite.
It is indeed. All right.
Give us V-Bucks.
Well, if they donate, that can help you. Currently, the eyes are before you, which reminds me, we do have some things to award at some point, and I think now is a good time. We're going to do a flashback while you think about what to do about the eyes upon you.
What eyes?
Fabio, as you were leaving, Strahd slipped something in your pocket with a note. Mhm. It says, and you discover it in the coach, it says, you may find this helpful in service of me. And it is 6 rings.
Lord of the Rings.
And as you put them on, you realize that each one basically will allow you to re-roll a saving throw,
Unlike Thanos.
but only once per roll.
I don't know. I can't.
Mhm.
Lord of Saving.
Sturge.
Yeah.
While the carriage was moving,
Yeah.
a raven landed on it and dropped in your lap while the rest were sleeping a amulet.
Oh, someone just called.
And the amulet has on it a number of symbols. Some look like fire, some look like lightning, some look like wind. And it has etched on it the number 6. And
Rings.
when you put it on, I assume you do,
Yeah, sure.
it basically gives you as a reaction resistance to one of the elemental forms of damage.
It'll kill you.
And what?
But it only has 6 uses.
Oh, you know what's crazy? My fire does. My fire goes through resistance.
No, it's crazy.
Punch.
You know what, Daisy? You don't know where it is.
Exactly.
And this is what it's like playing with 16-year-olds.
Okay.
Sorry, there's some
I
good.
feel like I was
Alright.
gonna do.
Or 17? I don't know.
No.
Anyway, now that we had that flashback, because we did have some specific donations to help these guys out. You guys and people watching still can donate to help others out. Do it.
Please.
Do it.
All
All right. We are now to the point of what are you doing about these statues that are staring at?
Fireball.
I mean,
I don't know. I was
Mine
just You guys stealth by, yeah.
You guys stealth by. I'll just walk it. No, I'm kidding.
probably should have ruined everything.
He'll walk and I'll hide on him.
He loves
I mean, Bobby's.
He ruined my life.
Hey,
Bobby.
We don't.
We cheated on us again.
Oh, it's got
like
Garcia's Jr.
All right.
Full name.
So I'm gonna go around. We'll go this direction this time. Jaman,
Go.
what are you doing about that? You don't know? Do you want to prepare for anything or just think about it?
I'm gonna push. No.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
strong
but-
enough for that. Obviously.
And I'm gonna go because some of you were aware more than others. I'll go in that partial order. How about you,
How last
Alfredo? You're aware of these eyes upon you. What are you doing about it?
I'm gonna stop.
All right, so you're gonna try. Here's the problem. They already see you. Do you have any abilities that allow you to hide in plain sight or go invisible?
No, I don't.
Shaman has an idea.
Could I cover him up? Can I cover him so they don't see him anymore with like a wall of fire?
Oh, well, fire you could.
We'll make a point of that.
What?
Just fake the green fire. Be like,
Which
yeah, come
gives
here
you a
real quick.
great advantage of stealth. The problem is
Hey, I
you're
like
in
that.
plain sight right now.
Can we look up one of this? Right.
It's a
Oh,
hallway.
yeah, find out.
You're actually out
what's
in the
point
open.
of covering him in fire?
They're sitting on top of the gatehouse and you just.
Well, they're gonna see the fire.
They won't do it now.
They're gonna see the
outline of him on fire.
No, okay.
It's not on fire.
What is that?
It's just a wall of fire.
You
I
can.
don't even know where you
Before you do, I want to ask the last person who knew exactly where the eyes were. What is Lord Richard doing?
I'm gonna tell everybody else.
Go ahead, in character, tell everyone.
Guys, these statues' eyes would follow you. No, I don't think so.
Nah, I don't see it this
I'm pretty sure they're coming from the bushes.
I didn't see anything. What? I don't know what you're talking
I feel like I'm being watched.
What's that feeling?
The eyes are bushes, right?
No, I knew they were up. Bushes are not up, they're down.
Trees then.
There's no trees.
Statues are looking at it. I go back.
There are
Okay.
not. This is
Maybe.
remember the description. You've got basically the cliff side to your right and a steep drop to the left.
This is sounding like the time you dunked on the Engel guy.
Oh yeah, very similar. It is about. Let me see here. Yeah, you've got maybe between the end of the cliff and the other side. Ooh, about 5, 10, 20, about 25 But no, sorry, 10, 30, 40, 50. You got about 50 feet side to side to work with. You could run ahead. There is a gatehouse only about 30 feet away from you that you could try to get into.
I use solid image and
I know how you
ability,
do
and
it.
I just walk past them.
Okay, so you're gonna try and do that.
Yeah,
Try.
you don't just get there.
All right. And last words, Lord Richard, I heard the warning. Anything else? I'll allow you to have that as a free action.
Yeah.
What? Dodge? Okay. How about you, Fabio? You're gonna try and move to the house?
Yeah.
Very good. And how about you, Sturge?
I'm gonna hide behind Lord Richard and dodge.
Okay. A double dodge.
Why not?
All right. I believe you're taking a shot.
Yeah.
And are you using your sharpshooter ability?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and take that shot.
I'm gonna grab this.
16. And like, do I subtract 5 per sharpshooter?
Well, what did you roll? 16?
Yeah.
And then you subtract 5, but you also have to add your proficiency bonus and your dexterity. So I think you're up to, and your archery, I believe you have, right?
Yeah.
So that would.
So there's
And that's on top, there'd be a short code.
11.
11.
So we're going-
Plus 11, so you take away 5 from that.
6.
I already took. I took 5 away, then added 7.
You want it or you want
Oh, okay. I see. From you
You
took
got
it away from the roll.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you added 7. So your total is 11.
Yeah.
So that will in fact miss. But with that, well, roll it.
Oh,
I don't think I can.
Gabe's idea.
What about someone message?
What did it say? Hi.
You're gonna see that in about 5 minutes.
It's not me, guys.
Did you text me?
Wait, no, an actual person.
Well,
Yeah.
space
Who's
comes
space?
production.
What do we add?
Is that a real person?
You're gonna add your dexterity bonus unless you have special abilities like Alfredo does. He adds his dexterity bonus and his wisdom bonus.
I got nat 20.
And you do.
21.
That's very nice. Very nice.
13.
What do I add?
14.
Your dexterity. 14.
You have great dexterity, right?
What?
7.
Okay. So artificial 20, natural 20 with whatever. You had a 21?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are in the 20s.
7.
7? 13? 14. All right. So make a long story short, you three get to act before the statues do. You guys will act after. Now that was me. You did dodge. That is already an
I
effect.
walked away.
You do before. Cool. Well, wait, what did you roll?
14.
No, you go after. Sorry. Who had a 20? So
I had nat 20.
20. Oh, Sturge. That's
Yeah.
who I was pointing to.
I
Of course,
also-
Sturge goes. All right.
I already hit it.
You had 21. You had artificial 20. And what did you add with your dex? 0.
Let's do 22.
Yeah,
22. All right. So
14.
that means obviously first, second, third. Tafaja, I believe you wanted to cast some spells.
Yeah, I have 1 free per long rest, which I didn't use this. I have 1 invisibility and silent image.
Silent image is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know that it's a bonus action. Double check that. Is it?
Free long rest.
Right. That means you don't have to spend a spell slot. But the question is it an action or a bonus action to cast? I believe it's an action. So you can't cast both those spells at once.
I just invisibility.
I think that's wise. And you're out. You have your movement.
Oh, he's dead.
Go to the gatehouse.
Very good. Very smart move. Very smart move for a squishy wizard. And so you go to the guard tower. Yeah.
Nothing. So you take the book, you can have your turn, and let them there.
I think you are.
Yeah.
You go and the door doesn't open.
Bang.
You also do.
All right. That, I believe, ends your turn, which brings us to the turn of our Surge.
I would like to shoot them.
Okay, you are not hidden. You are dodged, which is good. The problem is this is one place there's just no place to hide.
Well, I'm next to him, so I still have sneak attack.
You are being
I'm quite long.
if you were a ranger or a halfling, that would work. But you're not. But you can use your steady aim if you want to hold your position, and that'll give you advantage and thus think it.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's see it. Roll 2d20. Give me the higher.
1 and a 6. I say we go to 1.
I think you love a lot.
Yeah.
6 plus. Well, it's your dexterity bonus, which I believe is a +5, so that's 11 plus your proficiency, which is a 4. That's 15, right?
Yeah.
That actually is going to hit.
Mine would be -1.
I know, like in life.
The dice roll.
Whoa, I don't know. Look at your character sheet. It's a lot now.
1d6.
Your sneak attack is quite much more. Yeah, look on your character sheet. It's a thing. That may be the theme of the stream. Your character sheet. Let's see here. You're at 12. What's that?
It's 6.
So total of 76?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna add your dex to that. So let's see it. Yeah,
I need to like calculate, you know. I'm not
I
very
do.
smart.
That's yeah, thank you. Yeah, so 7.
14.
9.
Plus 9.
Plus 11.
Well, actually,
Plus 5.
plus 5.
It's 7. Right, you're on 7 dice. So 28 and then plus 5. 33 damage.
very nice. And can you remind me, is your
What?
short bow magical or not?
I don't think
So 33 damage?
So yeah, so 0. If he's asking that question, it means 0 damage.
No, like that.
Yeah. Yes.
You've played this game before.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
at times.
but that was at least a solid hit. That will, I believe, end your turn, which brings us to the turn of Alfredo. Now, that was a free shot, so this is actually the start of your turn. And remember, at the start of your turn, you've got extra movement, extra damage, and an extra shot.
I like all of those.
Is there any other buildings other than the guard, the good guard that
Well, that's a good question.
I'm not doing that.
Let
Good.
me get that. And actually, it may be helpful if I show you guys. It's actually more confusing, I think. So basically, there's the gates you pass through, and there is the gatehouse that you're next to. And let's see here. Just checking it. I think that's about it.
okay. I tried to shoot I was trying to shoot one of them.
Sure. Are you shooting at the one that Sturge hit?
Yeah.
All right. And are you
What's he
using your
doing?
sharpshooter feet or not?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So I would say you got, is your dexterity a +5?
Yeah.
So that's 5, and so +4 is 9. So you should actually be up to +9, and then the sharpshooter is the 2. So +11 -5. You just need to remember whenever you use your sharpshooter, you add 6 to it. That's be easier. Okay. So it's either 6 or 11 you add, depending if you're using sharpshooter or not. Give me that roll.
I had 6 to this one. 24.
That's definitely going to hit. It wasn't a natural 20 though, but it definitely hits. Quick question: are you planning to use your hunter's mark on any of these guys, or are you going for maximum shots?
What is that?
It will add an extra d6 of damage to them to each hit, but it'll use your bonus action to cast it, and you could use your bonus action to take another shot.
I'll just do an extra damage.
All right. Very good. So, go ahead and roll your damage. I believe that's a D6 plus your dexterity. 9, and I'll tell you what. Why one of your attacks get an extra D8? Why don't we make it this one?
Oh. Probably make it this one. You're gonna need it.
You get stuff.
5.
Okay.
9 plus 5, so 14. Very good.
We have a chat. Is that 14?
Yeah. Maybe they want you to do more damage.
I lied. I know.
All right.
So.
That's all it did. That's just one. Go ahead. You can do it again.
Okay. I'll just do it.
It's so bad.
9.
9's gonna miss, but you can do it again.
It's not gonna do more damage.
I believe in you, Alex.
One more time.
I believe in you.
26.
Oh, a 26 is definitely gonna hit.
That works.
Was that a
Yeah.
That's a critical hit, my friend.
That's
Very nice.
Clap it out, Joel.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll 2d6 on that one.
Let's do this one. 4.
Or total.
Yeah.
On the roll. Quick question. You added your sharpshooter damage to the 2 you hit?
No.
That's okay. That's gonna add an additional yeah, I got you. I'll add it in for you. So let's see here. And we'll call it that. We're gonna run it to that. And I got you on that. And let's see here. Very good. Well, so you definitely heard it. But here's the thing. This is your first round after initiative. You get one more attack.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
That's up.
19.
Thank you.
19's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
1d6. 1.
All right. So 1 plus 15.
No, I don't.
Yeah, 16. So that's still pretty good. So, let me see here. All right.
Something you want to say?
No.
All right. Got it. All right. Well, I will tell you, even though it's not, I'm using still 2014 rules, but because I'll borrow something from 2024 plus DC20 and say that first statue looks, first of all, like it's turning into a foul, twisted, demonic vulture.
Huh.
It also looks bloody.
Makes sense.
Oh!
Bennett.
Yes, unfortunately, it's their turns. You know what? For fun, I'll let everyone make a free intelligence arcana check to see if you recognize what these statues are transforming
You think
into.
that's gonna be good?
I think Josh is gonna.
I think Is that intelligence or
16.
I did.
I don't think I'm gonna get zero.
19.
19,
Plus 0.
11,
4.
14.
All right. Who had over 15?
Well,
You did? Anyone else? Or at 15. I'm
Okay.
sorry. All right. You three recognize this transmutation into a demon of the abyss. Both of them are a creature called the Rock,
Dwayne.
and they look like this.
Okay.
He's creepy.
You.
That's not Dwayne.
And they are large, much larger than you.
Beef here.
All right.
Probably just as big as Dwayne.
Okay.
What is that doing now?
Of course. All right. And the good news is you already ran to the door. So did you go to the door?
That's not my favorite.
Oh, okay. That's right.
He's locked.
All right.
I'm getting there.
The good news is he's not involved in this next scene anyway. He's invisible and at the door.
That way.
Chris Boris
Yeah?
Lewandowski says, "Can the statue/vulture attack a member?"
Attack a member? Yeah.
We're about to find out.
Yes, they can.
I hope not.
Yes, they can. Kim Boris.
Yep. Are
That's
you?
my aunt. That's my aunt.
That's my aunt.
Wait.
She
What
wants
you
us
said?
to get hurt. Tim,
He wants us to get hurt.
she's asking if they could attack us.
And will.
Why do
Yes.
you think we're fighting?
That's all right.
First time we're in.
I don't know. Maybe she wants to give them like an
I was about
extra.
to say, did she want us to like?
They can.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so the first one that was struck so cruelly by the arrow of Sturge and the multiple crossbow bolts of Alfredo reaches his maw. It looks like a combination between a beak and a tooth-lined muzzle, and it stretches unnaturally wide, and you hear this horrific screech. And I need all of you, except Defaja, because he's out of range, to make a Constitution saving throw. But yes, because you have your two paladins, all of you can add +5 to the total.
Yes.
26.
26,
Artificial 20.
20,
I didn't even have to use range.
What?
Wait,
Kind of saving throw?
Constitution.
a plus. A plus 12.
Yeah.
What?
8.
Wait, why?
8.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I lied. I got plus 5 from you guys, plus 24 for proficiency, and plus.
Mhm.
Oh, we got our proficiency?
Yeah.
You don't. You're not proficient in Constitution saves. He is.
Doesn't matter. I got 16. Add someone to your dice, Joe. By the
Yeah,
way.
and what was yours?
8 total?
Okay. So the rest of you feel deep in your soul a deep discomfort, but you, Sturge, this is very unnatural for you. You are out in the open. People can see you.
I'm scared.
You're scared. You're stunned.
I'm
You are
uncomfortable.
literally stunned. You have the stun condition.
My aunt said to have the vulture land on my shoulder.
All right. Well, she did give a donation, I believe, right?
Oh, how big is it?
How big is the
The vulture.
It is probably about 3 times your size because you're small and it's large.
Oh, it can take me down.
If the vulture land on Ben's shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
He's actively wishing for that right now. Yeah.
And for Ben's aunt or mom, either one of you, if you want to contribute more, we'll do more to him. All right, it flies down and
He gets picked up.
lands on your shoulders, perching
Ben's
there.
dying.
As if you're this little furry squat bird perch. And I would like you to make a let's just make it a strength check to make sure you don't have your legs buckle under this weight and fall
I
prone.
have +0 or -1 to my strength, I'm pretty sure. -1.
I'm not gonna make it hard.
15.
That's good enough. You're managing to hold up under the weight of this creature.
You got this. I believe in you.
Yes.
Should've done those push-ups.
Unfortunately, the other statue now moves its head looking over, and the same sort of unnatural opening of its tooth-lined beak, and the scream comes out, and I will not do it again unless someone pays me to. And the same thing. I need everyone but Defaja to make a Constitution saving throw.
Star Child says Booga Booga.
Space Goji Productions. Why does he say that?
Space Goji Productions.
Who is
says,
that?
"Who's you?"
With Space Goji Productions.
I don't know, but I love them.
22.
Tabletop Phoenix says we've reached $1,785.
I'm double stuffed. Oh, where did all these dice come from?
Yeah.
They're from me.
When me and roll back, we just gotta throw them in.
Well,
I got an 8 and a 6.
you are stunned, Lord Richard.
People love it.
You are stunned.
22.
You're good.
I'm under. Wait, what are we doing? What I rolled?
Constitution saving.
You have a +4 each. I rolled 1 and 2.
Constitution saving.
22.
You're good.
Goji production.
They still do production. Put flaming helmet.
All right.
You did?
Yeah. Gotta love
I
flaming
think he's the
Elmo.
main character now.
That's right.
That is not.
Not
My
you.
favorite.
It's a cat.
All right.
Favorite. All two
Not
fans.
you.
Of your party are stunned,
It's a
and
Double
I think
no. I think he's
that
he's-
seeing the success.
Just the statue of Riz in the chat.
No, but we.
This is a very fair question. The statues do not have Riz. I will tell you, the two paladins have like lots of Riz,
Not really. Why are you
And-
talking about?
and even Flyer Elmo has a good
But
amount
it's not
of Riz.
like it's not good Riz. He has Riz.
It's adorable Riz.
Yeah, it's 'cause
My character has Riz. I just don't know how to use it.
Well, that's
My
another
character's
story.
just adorable.
All right. Come on, guys. We gotta keep this moving.
Yes.
So,
That's
the
so funny.
other one lands on Sturge. Sturge,
What am I supposed to do?
make a strength check
to do what?
to stay standing.
But I'm stunned. That's enough. She was equal.
What is it?
That's gonna be enough.
All right, you are now stunned and prone with a demonic
Minus
vulture
one
creature
equals one.
standing up top.
Dad's talking about Riz.
Yeah, it happens.
Starchild says Riz.
All right, hey,
Space Goji Production says.
Space Goji says statues equal Rizzlers.
just
Oh,
saying.
okay.
All right, we'll find out later. All right, because we've got to go. Because guess what? It is basically your turns. Now, unfortunately, those of you who are stunned can do nothing. So
Yes, who is
you
it?
are not stunned. You're not stunned.
Don't look at me.
Yes. So I believe you had 16 and you had what was your initiative again?
Okay,
it was so go.
game.
I was last.
Yeah, go.
I'm Fireball. The one on top. Fireball.
Okay. You're
Fireball your ass.
So, just to make it clear to everyone, you are going to rain fire down on yourself.
In the sake of living.
Right.
Everyone else.
You realize the rest of the group, except Defaja, are close enough that they will all be in the fire.
Oh.
Please don't kill me.
Don't kill me.
You are
care, like-
hold on. You are a sorcerer. You do have a meta magic you could use.
Yeah, I could control it so it doesn't hit them.
You can use your meta magic basically impact their saving throw. What does it say about your meta magic? Yes, this is where we're going to go to check your character sheet.
Yeah. Brad, can't you make like a 50-foot meteor or fireball?
You make it
That's 9th level.
1 inch.
What? But can you make it like any like a marble, but still just as dense and like right through?
Delayed fireball.
Won't that just explode as big?
Not yet.
And what's the point?
Yeah.
Just go.
At third level, you gain the ability.
Yeah, but if it explodes as big, we're still gonna
You
get
gain, you gain 2 meta magic options. You gain another.
Either way.
You can only use 1 meta magic option.
Bro,
on a spell when you cast.
What are they going on?
Actually, it's funny. I'm looking at your character sheet. It looks like you didn't take careful. So no, you can't exclude them.
It sounds like you
Oh
don't
no!
like what are they going on?
Mr. Muddy has entered the chat.
Oh,
That's me.
We're about to fundraise a lot of
Hey,
money.
Mr. Buddy. Would you like an alternative?
Who got the most aura? Me, Muddy, Wave. Oh,
Oh my
hi,
goodness.
Muddy.
Tim says, does the sorcerer bring s'mores to us?
Oh God.
Can I ask a question?
Thanks.
Who said OSHI high muddy?
Base goes to production.
Not sure who that is.
I'm
Madam?
Again.
So,
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
It's just a general
Lightning bolt.
That's what I was going to suggest.
lightning bolt.
You-
at 4th level high.
Yep. And I will allow that you can make the origin right because it originates from you. But I'm going to say because he's standing on top of you, I'm going to allow it to originate actually from his position, basically, the one on top of you. So it hits him, and you can angle it to hit the one standing on
I'll do that.
Sturge. Let's do it.
So I need
They have to make, I believe, a dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And at what spell slot level are you going to burn on this? You have what?
4.
A 4th level?
Yeah.
All right.
So I get
We like the same approach, guys.
All right. And
Do that.
you know what, I'm just gonna use the dice roller on my phone real quick.
Doobity-doobity-dow.
I have to make a deck save. You make your damage. And are you at lightning?
Yeah.
All right.
We're seeing uncopyrighted firebombs.
That is great, but we want to make sure that the live stream can hear.
33.
33 lightning damage. That's actually pretty sweet. All right, and they have to make saving throws. What's your save DC?
Oh no.
Should be your charisma bonus plus your proficiency bonus plus 8.
8 plus 9, 6, 8.
All right. So one succeeds and one fails. The one on top of you is the one that succeeded. Kind of makes sense. It was kind of an odd, wonky angle.
Yeah.
But the other one failed. So they're going to take the full brunt of the lightning strike. And you said 33?
Yep.
Very good. Very good. 33. Okay, we're going to get that going for us.
Chat.
Oh,
I
it's
just
down.
counted.
35.
Oh,
Thanks,
that's up.
Goji Productions. What is the objective to D&D? I'm genuinely curious because this is the first time I've ever seen.
Right.
And Starchild says, right, we're done.
They said we
Kill bad people and win.
Yeah,
Get rich quick.
that does help. They're well wishers. That's the important thing. We appreciate it. We appreciate it nonetheless. All right, guys, let's stay in the game. All right, so that's
Where are these people?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm worrying about
guys. Stay in the zone, okay? I know it's intriguing, but you know this is. The big thing is they're here supporting RPG versus AD.
Yep, we got this. Let's go.
All right. Yep. There we go. Okay, so both are now damaged. One is seriously damaged. And anything else you could quicken. You could use your quicken meta magic and cast a spell with a bonus action. Like a cantrip. And yes, I know in the old 2014 there's like which order you do it. We're just not worrying about
Yeah, I'll do that.
it. All right, you could quicken a cantrip.
I will.
Which cantrip will you quicken?
I want to. Big major? I will. You will.
Yeah.
H-hand is cool, but probably not useful in this particular moment.
Shock and grasp.
Yeah, you could do that to the one on top of you.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty smart.
Then you're on because like on the D&D section.
I appreciate that. All right,
How many mathematic points do I have?
a good amount at this level.
Tabletop Phoenix is answering.
Is there an exact
That's great. Thank you, Tabletop, for fielding questions in the chat. We appreciate you. Our host with the most for the YouTube stream.
Everybody
All
say
right.
W Tabletop.
You need to make a melee spell attack against the Brock on top of you. Reach out your fiery Elmo hand. And if you have a feature that when you cast a spell, it's still lightning. You do have a feature that causes extra fire damage if people are.
But it's for leveled spells, not cantrips.
You just cast a leveled spell. But is it only fire? I think it's only fire. And there was the lightning. This is
I know
also.
what you're talking about.
Yep. I think it's only for lightning. I mean fire. But you have to make a melee spell attack. Let's get
Art
this.
fire at first level. Whenever you start casting a spell with first level or higher, that deals fire damage.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's just go ahead and you got to make it. So basically, roll a d20 and add your spell casting bonus to it. So, what you got?
I rolled a 4.
Well, do the math. So 4 plus 5, right? So you're 9 plus 4, 13.
Yeah.
Add businesses. All right. Onward to Fabio.
Only go to the gym.
Well, you can.
Me,
Absolutely.
the
Quick
Fabio?
question. Did you want to try to move, even though he's standing on you?
Oh yeah. I could try to flop on the ground so he gets off of me. Right?
Riddle's just falling on you.
I would not,
Right,
but
okay.
it's your choice.
We'll try to move.
Elite strategy.
All right.
You just don't
And I'm going to make him make actually a dexterity acrobatics check to see if he can stay on top of you. Well, since he rolled a 2, he actually falls off. And I'm going to say because he fell off, he will have disadvantage on making an opportunity attack against you. He rolled 2 3s. So he totally misses you. Nothing but air. And you, where are you running toward?
the Josh.
All right. They know vaguely the door you were at, but you know, you're invisible.
My aunt called you a really good dungeon
Yeah.
master.
Oh, thank you. All right. Over to you, Fabio.
I run to the Josh.
All right, you are there. You want to try and get the door open?
Can I try and kick it down again?
Absolutely. Give me a strength athletics check.
I do.
Fabio, go.
4 plus 4.
Strongest man alive.
Won't do it. This is really
I
toughly
need you
hard.
last. Can I try again?
You can try again, but I will allow someone to have helped you. Who would it have been, though?
Josh is at the door.
I think we can them.
And then
No.
I start to unlock it from the inside.
Yeah, you can do that next.
That's true. That is very true.
Probably this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
exactly.
he actually can't because you don't have a shared round. If this was DC20, it would be a lot easier to help. But you know what? I will tell you what, for fun and for the stream, I am going to allow you to use your reaction, use your mage hand to try from inside to loosen it. This is not rules as written, this is rule of cool. Roll another D20 and we're going to take the high.
I like the rules.
I can only do so much. All right. That's
Inspiration.
so that was your action. That was your movement. Do you have a bonus action? Do you want to like activate a channel divinity? Well, you can't do that. We're doing 2014. So do you want to? Do you want to
killing each
cast a bonus action spell of any sort?
I wouldn't waste one.
You have some smite ones that you could prep,
They're the bad dice.
or you could increase your armor.
Yeah, I want to keep on seeing that.
All right, you're gonna take your shield out.
Yeah.
Usually not a bonus action to equip, but I'm gonna allow it. You can put your shield on. All right. Let's move on, and the rest of you all are stunned. You're stunned as well, which brings us to the top of the round 2. I believe was it Defaja then?
Yeah.
Third?
I got 22.
Yeah. All right, you're at the door. The mage hand wasn't enough. The door is blocked. You are invisible.
Is there a window?
That is a great question. Give me a quick wisdom perception check, and let's see if you can find another way in here. 19 is just or shoot. 19, huh? All right. So what I will tell you is there are a few slot-like windows, but they are barred. It does look like on the upper floor, like 2, 3 floors above, there are open windows, but you'd have to climb for
Oh
those.
gosh, it's
Or aren't you a mage?
Yeah.
You could
Teleport.
misty step.
Oh, can you teleport me and you up?
If he uses dimension door, absolutely.
Super door.
Just
I use dimension door. I teleport ourselves into the thing.
All right. That probably will end your turn.
Bad memories.
Oh, you have your familiar still.
Oh, we
Screaming owl.
We could have sent him up first.
Would you like your familiar to go and help someone? Like basically, you could send him to harass one of the demons.
The guy that was on top of me.
No, he's already knocked out.
The one that was on top of you is the more wounded. So,
Yeah.
and he's actually currently prone. So he attacks. If you make a melee attack against him, they'll be at advantage. The other one might be a good one to send him to.
The other one.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So that brings us to Sturge.
Yeah.
You are on the
I'm
ground.
stunned.
You are stunned.
Twice.
That's right. That
Double
brings
stunned.
us to, and you guys are stunned. That brings us to their turn.
What do you want?
All right. So, I need, let's see here, the stunned people to make a constitution saving throw. As you see, like coming out of the nasty feathers of the wings of these creatures, these like motes of sickening yellow green dust. Maybe spores. Make those constitution saves. You actually ran far enough that you would not in this.
But I rolled
That's funny.
You're good.
19.
You're good.
Am I free or am I just now?
Next one.
You're good. So, despite the nasty, different stank coming off of them, you all are safe.
He's still stunned.
You are still stunned at the moment,
I'm stunned as well.
just because you all are stunned until the end of your demon, of the demon's turn. So shortly you will be unstunned. But the good news is that actually took their action. I think that the one on top of you is probably just going to stay on top of you. The other one is going to stand up and start running towards you, Jaman. But that you know,
What do they want with me, bro?
he is just behind you, and that's going to bring us to the turn of the others. You are no longer stunned. So
power.
what's that?
Power set out.
Hours in the chat.
All right, good, very good.
Who's that?
Welcome. All right,
Star Child.
all right.
The same
We have a hard stop for this live stream in 6 minutes, so speed round. All right, Lord Richard,
That's me.
I believe you can go.
I want to go where they are.
You can do so. Anything else you want to do?
Or no window.
All right, Jaman,
Yo.
you could lightning bolt again.
Quick.
Yeah.
This help me.
Fireball.
Oh. No.
Fireball. What?
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Doobie-doo.
6, 8.
Do you want to up charge it? You want
No, that's probably right.
Yeah,
chill.
That's it. All right. To speed things up while he's doing that, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I want to look around again.
You know, you moved. You didn't do much else. Do you two want to work together to try and open the door?
Well,
We opened the window.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're at the door. Do you want to try and open the door? Yeah, give me a quick strength athletics check.
That was fun last time.
Another 33. All right. All right.
I don't know if it's 35. I'm still missing.
Yeah. All right. 33.
Why you got me so no?
No. 4 is
13 I got. Right.
You're not rolling
No,
high.
no. It is still.
We are in checks.
No. So, all right.
No.
That one is looking pretty rough. But the other one, let's see here, is not looking nearly as bad. So it is now going to be so you are in the tower. You could try to run down the stairs. All right.
I don't care for traps. Just go.
Open the door.
You notice this place is ice cold. There's right there where you get down and you see that there is a barred door out of here. There's like a big heavy bar across it.
I think my full sort of like.
Go ahead and make an attack check.
Attack.
Yes, I'm on.
Yeah, get closer to it. You can see that.
Okay.
Gotta get.
Thank you.
Where is it?
Tower.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What do I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're rolling.
So to describe why your sun sword missed.
So I was like
Stop.
running, right? And I was still running, and I was taking it out, and then hit the door.
Exactly. All right. This is what we're gonna do for the stream. We're gonna steal a rule from other games, and we're gonna make a last basically combat challenge. Each of you are going to tell me one thing you're going to do, and you're going to roll it. We're not doing damage, and it's the number of successes is going to determine how this fight ends. Defaja, what are you doing? Real quick.
Investigation on room.
All right, you're going to investigate to look for something. Give me a roll. All right, what are you going to do?
Move to where they are.
You're just going to move. Give me a dexterity acrobatics check. What are you going to do?
I'm running with them.
Okay, give me another dexterity acrobatics check. All right, what are you doing?
Lightning bolt.
All right, give me a spell check. What are you doing?
Cracking the door again.
All right, give me a strength athletics check. What are you doing? Give me an attack check. What was yours?
18.
You realize that this room on the upper floors is being used by for experimentation. In fact, there is a cage with a poorly dressed, freezing man in silver manacles. You do see that there is a silver dagger that you're able, it's almost like a scalpel that you're able to throw out the window at the demons. You had a 16?
18.
18, great. So that's one success. What did you get?
21.
All right. So you were able to run and get to the side of the tower. It's not, I think, well, what did you get? I got to know if
I
you
got
got it.
12.
You got 12?
24.
24. So you see Lord Richard like desperately trying to get this door open, and then you see this blazing light slice through from the other side, and the door is open. You're able to run in, use the door as cover, shooting your crossbow bolt, and you take out the most weakened of the rock demons. What was your score?
Well, I got +9, right?
Yep.
27.
All right. And what was yours?
19.
All right. So you, Sturge, you roll. You manage to get running. You manage to get behind the door, and you're like, I can hide. You guys, you're not even sure where he's like in some sort of crack in the broken door. You're not sure where the heck he is. And from nowhere, an arrow shoots out, seriously damaging this demon. I want you to tell us, though, how your lightning bolt ends this demon.
So,
Keep going.
keep going.
So like there's like just a bunch of electricity running from like this part of my torso onto my arm.
Yeah.
I'm holding it out like a gun.
Yeah.
And just a giant flash of light comes out of my fingers and it's through the head of the demon.
And obliterates it. And we end the combat on that note. We're going to keep playing after a pizza break.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. We are still playing. So if you want to give donations at the RPGs versus AD side, if you put in the comments what it's for, it can still affect the game. But I want to thank Tabletop Phoenix for running our live stream. I want to thank DC20 West Marches for hosting our Discord. We're going to have a lot of different sessions going forward between now, culminating in June 20th.